Hi everybody, I'm Joe.
And I'm Mary.
And we're Book Buds.
And today we are doing the frustrating book tag. We were tagged by Allie at Book Binge. She's a really critical thinker with all the reviews that she does. Check out her channel, it's really awesome. And this tag was created by Sunny Luca. We'll link them in the description below as well. So the first question is, name a book that you predicted would be 5 stars but wasn't.
Okay, so my choice for this one is the sequel to To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee called Go Set a Watchman. I was so excited for this book. Many people were. It was like the talk of the town when it came out because it's like the sequel to Kill a Mockingbird. It was so bad. I think it was like critically panned.
Oh God.
It was like terrible. No one liked
all
it.
These freaking cars. It was terrible. No one
They're
liked
like going
it.
to like Jersey Shore.
Oh.
Fist pump. I don't know one person that enjoyed it. It's a huge letdown.
That's disappointing. I was super disappointed by The Girl Who Drank the Moon. I was excited about reading that. I was
Luna! Remember?
It's really loud. Sorry guys if your ears just like are bleeding.
Luna!
Yeah, so we did a review on that one because I was just disappointed. I was reading it with my daughter and I was thinking it was going to be great. It wasn't great. And so many people said it was. Like, what's up with that? I did not enjoy.
Yeah, that was not one of your favorites.
Okay, so number 2. What book had a great beginning, but the ending let you down?
All right, so I wanted to read a Nicholas Sparks, right? So I read The Rescue.
You didn't read The Rescue. You stopped reading The
Well,
Rescue.
You're not letting me finish. So the beginning was amazing. It was like so exciting, and then that resolved itself in like 50 pages, and then it turned into this corny romance that included the phrase, are you ready? A roll in the hay when referring to sex. I was like, I have to stop this book. I'm like, you're a dork, Nicholas, and I'm never reading you again.
Fresh.
Like, I couldn't even finish it. It was horrible.
Okay, so you don't know if
I was
the
so
ending,
frustrated.
You don't know if the ending truly let you down, but whatever.
My ending did. Where I ended, it sucked.
Gotcha. So I'm going to answer this one with a book that I liked. I really liked The Grace Year, but the ending let me down because it was a more tragic ending. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it was a more tragic ending than I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be all wrapped up nice and pretty, but that's what you liked about it. So,
oh yeah, it was great. Loved it.
We did a fun review with a very fun acting scene for The Grace Year. You guys should check that out.
Very fun.
I think it was our best acting.
We'll link it below.
All right, Joe, so you have a book with a pretty cover but an ugly spine?
Yes, Verity by Colleen Hoover. I think the cover is really nice. I like the reflection. I like the imagery. It's pretty cool. And then, I don't know, I mean, this is kind of boring. I would have liked this business here
like the
to
lacy
like
stuff?
Go onto the spine and have it nice and cohesive, and you know, but it didn't. So
I don't know that I often look at these things to be disappointed by them, but when you go hunting for it, that's when you find it.
yes. Okay, question number 4. Do you have a book series in your collection that doesn't match?
Sure do. This one really bothers me with my OCD, so like put that in the middle there. That shape, it's just wrong. It's wrong. And so many people own Harry Potter in this world, and it's like this is what we have to own on our shelf. It's not okay.
I never noticed that.
It drives me crazy.
Oh, wow.
And I love all the books, but just when I look at them physically, I hate this book because it's short.
So it's a goblet?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really bothers me.
All right.
How about you?
So I got The Chronicles of Prydain by Lloyd Alexander. So, I mean, this is not at any fault of anyone but mine, but I have all of these, which I love these the most because I got these at a used bookstore, and when I found all 4 of these, I was so excited, and I love the covers. But then I don't know how I got this one. I don't know where it came from and how that happened,
That would bother me.
but I don't like this one. Like, it's like, no, I like the old-fashioned ones.
It's funny. I would go for the new shiny ones.
Oh,
But I know
look
you
at
like
this.
the old-fashioned
Look
ones.
at this art. Love it.
Number 5. Is there a book from your youth that you can't remember the name of, but you can remember parts of, and you can't find it anywhere?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I wish I could remember it, but it's like, it was like a boy in like middle school or some like young grade, and he had like a friend who was a ghost. And it was like they would like hang out together and like have all these like fun adventures in school together, and it was like something like, I think it had the name of the ghost in it, in
Casper.
the title. No.
Not Casper.
No. It was fun. I don't know what it was.
What age were you for reading that?
It was like 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, and I feel like it had the grade, like 5th grade in it, or 4th grade.
Like the 4th grade caper.
Yeah, like something like that.
Okay.
And maybe the name of the kid and his ghost. I don't know. If anybody knows, can you help me out? Because those are like, I used to go to the library every time and get all these books constantly because I loved them. I wish I knew.
We'll see. Maybe somebody can help us.
Help me. Andrew, do you know? You know everything.
He might. So I have one from middle school that I read. I remember getting it out of my middle school library, and it was something about an attic and something about these creepy dolls that, like, I feel like they came out of the walls and they had like a creepy doll tea party, but like you wouldn't want to be at this creepy doll tea party. And I just remember reading it and being spooked. It was probably one of the earlier books that really spooked me because I'm like, why are these things coming out of the walls? And I think nobody else could see them but the kid that was interacting with them or something. But I don't really need to know the name of it because I don't really want to reread it or anything. But I think
That's
it
scary.
stuck in my brain because it traumatized me a little bit maybe.
That's the reason why you are the way you are.
I'm so damaged by that. No, not really.
This damn book.
Number 6, are there any books that you're certain that you've read but you can't remember anything about?
Plum Island by Nelson DeMille. Nelson DeMille, critically acclaimed author. Plum Island, have no idea what it's about, but I know that I read it. No clue.
Gossamer by Lois Lowry. I know I read it because I loved The Giver, and so I went right on to the next. I feel like there was like a glimmer of something in the book. Does that tell you anything? No, I can't remember.
Gossamer, never heard of it.
I think there was a little glimmering something. I don't know.
What does that mean?
Like a wisp. I have no idea.
A wisp? What's a
Uh,
wisp?
I definitely read it though.
What's a wisp?
I think I liked a wisp, like a little floaty thing.
Like a...
I
Okay.
have no idea. I will have to look it up because it's probably a little embarrassing that I've just said that it was a wisp and it probably wasn't even a wisp. Who
A
knows?
wisp.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's your answer. You're very frustrated over this.
So number 7, have you ever recommended a book that you love to someone and they started telling you everything they hate about it?
I mean, I read a lot of books. I recommend a lot of books. I don't really have a specific answer for this, and it has happened, but it doesn't bother me. It surprises me. Like when I love a book and someone doesn't love it, I'm like, you didn't like it, really?
Right.
It doesn't really bother me.
It's startling, right? Because you're like, oh my God, I was so passionate about it, and then somebody else didn't like it. So my earliest experience with this was when I made my husband read Twilight. Because we were reading like the same books all the time. If I read the Graceland series, he was reading the Graceland series. If I read Harry Potter, he was reading Harry Potter. And then I read Twilight, and I'm like, you have to read these. And he's like, this is just a load of crap. It was not his type of book at all. And it was the first time that I was like, oh my God, like maybe I shouldn't recommend everything I love to people. Like people have different tastes in books. So that like created my book anxiety recommending thing that I got.
Did he read the whole thing?
He did. He was a trooper. He read every single Twilight for me.
Oh my gosh.
And hated every single one.
Yeah. That first one, oof. And that last one, oof.
I know, you were not a fan.
He didn't read the last one, did he?
No, I did not. I didn't force him to read the last one.
Okay, number 8. What is your worst experience in loaning a book to someone?
So in college, I had Sybil on my bookshelf, and somebody came into my room and they were like, "Oh, Sybil, I want to read that. Can I borrow it?" And I wasn't in the habit yet of like loaning books to anybody, and I was kind of like startled that they asked me to borrow my book, but I was like, all right, fine, take my book. They returned it with like, they must have bent, it was a paperback, they must have bent it in half every time, and it was in perfect condition before they took it. I read a book and I read it nicely, carefully, like I don't beat up my books, and it came back a tattered mess. And I was like, honestly, I was speechless when they handed it back to me, and I ended up,
I'm having like heart
don't be mad,
palpitations.
I ended up throwing it out because it caused me such anger to look at it on my shelf like that. I was like, it's ruined.
Sheesh.
I know.
That's
really...
a tragic story all around. You
Really?
couldn't have like given it to the library, or...
I mean, it's possible I gave it to the library. I don't remember, but
let's go with that.
okay,
I don't think she
I
threw
gave it
anything
to the
away.
library. It didn't go in the garbage.
I don't have a fun story like that. I just never got a book back. I don't even remember what book it was, so it must not have been that crazy.
Do you remember the person though?
Yeah.
And that person won't get any more books, I'm sure, right?
Hell to the no.
Okay.
Hell to the no.
So I know Joe will have a lot of answers for this one. Number 9, show us some impulse buys that you bought but you have never read.
Long to be read list. I'm a sucker for fantasy, so anything fantasy and I see, I'm gonna pick it up. So first we have Dragons and Dwarves. I mean, come on. By S. Andrew Swan. Never read it, but it sounds amazing. And I was looking through the book the other day when I was getting ready for this, and this is probably going to be read soon because it sounds awesome.
Awesome, I'll hold it for you.
Okay. All right, now we have another fantasy, Terry Brooks, Magic Kingdom for Sale, a Magic Kingdom of Landover novel. I don't know, these just look like really fun fantasy books. And whenever there's like an animal on the cover as like a human, I'm all in.
Which animal's a human here?
Like, you know, he's like reading a book, he's acting like a human.
Oh,
See
okay.
him?
Yes, a dog reading a book is an animal human. Got it.
Well, I didn't mean like that. I mean like taking on the qualities of a human.
I gotcha.
Because a dog doesn't read.
I gotcha.
All right, we have another fantasy series here by, I don't even know who this is by. I don't know how to say the name.
I would
Patricia.
say Reed.
Patricia, again, the script, is it Patricia C. Reed?
No, it's W-R-E-D-E.
No, I'm talking about
Oh,
the
her middle initial. Sorry.
So this is like a dragon? Oh, no. Okay, so tell me that you would not buy this if you looked and said, and you saw it says, Book 2 of the Enchanted Forest Chronicles. The Enchanted Forest Chronicles.
Those are all good words.
I haven't read it, but I needed it. I mean, come on. Look at this. This is amazing.
I feel like the pictures that are on here are kind of like reminiscent of the books that you like from your youth. So is this what draws you to them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it. I'm such a big kid. I just love childish things. Okay, one more.
Oh, still? Oh my
And this
goodness.
one more impulse buy.
Going.
Okay, this
There's
is
many
fun.
more at home though.
So many. This is just a little selection. T.H. White wrote The Once and Future King. This is Mistress Masham's Repose. And I don't know, there's mice on here and like a whole little community of little people.
Mice acting like humans. All right, Joe has the best answer for this one. Number 10. Tell us how many unread books are on your shelves. I know you know the number.
I do know the number, and a very select few know the number. I can't announce my number. I just can't do it. So we're going to go with a percentage. I've given away a lot of the books that I have read in the last couple of years. So I'm going to say that I probably have 65 to 70% of the books that I own have not been read. I own a library, guys. Like, at any moment in time, I could probably get you any genre. Almost any genre.
I would think so.
I got something for everybody. And I'm never at a loss of what to read. So it's just amazing.
And yet he still goes to a library to borrow books in addition. I mean, it kills me.
Well, you know, new ones come out and I can't wait. Or someone recommends a whole series to me that I have to read. So, you know, trying not to buy books anymore. So, gotta go to that library.
Yeah.
And you know how much money I have in Barnes & Noble gift cards? Like, and they're just sitting there waiting, calling my name. And I'm really trying to show restraint, but we'll see how long that lasts. I mean, it's not drugs. It's not alcohol. Why can't I just be me?
It's a healthy habit. Okay, so now we have to tag some people. Joe.
We're going to tag Raul Reads. He has a newer channel with a lot of fun content. Check him out.
And we're also going to tag the Bookish Mom. She likes fantasy, sci-fi, and YA, and she tells it like it is.
We're also going to tag Lady Jane Books. She's fancy and fun. Check her out.
We're also going to tag Jason's Weird Reads. He likes horror, sci-fi, and fantasy, and he has a great video recommending Stephen King, like why everybody should read Stephen King. I really like his views, so check him out.
And lastly, we're going to tag George's Library.
He likes a lot of different things, so there's something for everyone on his channel.
So if you're enjoying BookBuds, give us a thumbs up.
And share us with your friends.
And subscribe to our channel, BookBuds!
Be sure to subscribe.
I really liked the Grace Year, but the ending let me down just because there's a big truck.
Huge truck.
That was a big letdown.
Huge. Big mistake. Huge.
Number 6, are there any books that you are certain that you have read but you can't remember anything about? Truck.
Wow, you do a really great impression of a truck.
It's gonna hit like some bumps and go boom. It's gonna be extra loud.
Go away. Car in the library parking lot. We film in a library parking lot. How fun is that?